Welcome to qnawire.
So in this case, we want to consider a simple ideal Rankine cycle with fixed boiler and condenser pressures, and if the steam is superheated to a higher temperature. So what we're doing is we're just basically going out here to a higher temperature in our cycle along the same pressure lines here. So what we can say here, let's see here, the turbine work output will decrease. Well, let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's 3 prime, and this is 4 prime, and this was 4, and this is 3. So the turbine work output from the turbine equals H 3 minus H4, right? And so let's see here. We have in the new case, you have H3 prime minus H4 prime. And now H3 prime is going to be bigger than H3. So let's see here. If we take the difference here, we're going to see that we should get an increase in the work output. All right. So that is not the correct answer, because this should increase since H3 prime is greater than H3. So this should be greater than this. This will change some, but not a lot. So B, the amount of heat rejected will decrease. So the amount of heat rejected, you can think about as H4 prime. So H4 prime will go up a little bit. And so, the amount of heat rejected is gonna go up a little bit. So the amount of heat rejected will decrease. That's not true. The cycle efficiency will decrease. No, that's not true, because again, basically kind of from the amount of heat going in will increase, and this will increase too, but the cycle efficiency will generally increase if we do this. It's not quite as clear, just because both of these things increase here, H4 and H3 and H3 and H3 prime, and H4 to H4 prime, but this increase is very small. So Q in and Q out both increase a little bit, but Q out increases more. Or Q in increases more, so that means the efficiency will go up. The moisture content of the exit will decrease. That is true, because we'll be out here at a higher entropy level. So we'll be out farther in the vapor dome. In fact, we could be superheated here. So we'll be far, if we're in the vapor dome, we'll be closer to this boundary if we go out to higher temperatures, which means higher entropies here. Again, this is T and this is S. And then let's see about E, just to make sure that we don't have any. The amount of heat input will decrease. Now, the amount of heat input will increase because H3 prime goes up. And so going from H3 goes up to H3 prime. So this difference is going to be, the difference in enthalpies here will be greater. So we'll actually have an increase in the amount of heat input. So in fact, the answer is D.